Hi everyone, welcome to Shrad's Kitchen. Today I'm sharing with you a cake making video, and this particular cake design is very close to my heart as all the specifications were given by my 5-year-old. So now going back to the cake, I have made this cake twice, once by using Italian meringue buttercream and this time by using Swiss meringue buttercream. And not just that, I have also added a bit of texture this time. So do let me know in the comment section which one did you like the most. In case you have missed the buttercream videos, then I have dropped the links in the description box, so do check it out. Also, if you're looking to make an eggless cake, then you can check out my eggless chocolate cake recipe that I had shared earlier. I'll share the link in the description box. Next week I'll be sharing my American buttercream recipe, so do subscribe for new updates. And now let's start by trotting a chilled cake using serrated knife or cake leveler. It's very important to use a chilled sponge for perfect slicing. I have used two 6-inch cake pans for this cake, and each sponge weighs around 500 grams. If you notice, then my sponge has a flat top, so that reduces my wastage, and my sponge is so soft that I don't even have to remove the sides. But in case your sponge has a bumpy top or the crust in its side, then just scrap it. One important tip to get a flat top is to bake your cake at a lower temperature and increase the baking time. So I have baked my cake at 325 degrees Fahrenheit, which is approximately around 160 to 165 degrees Celsius. Now add little buttercream on the cake board and place the upper side of the cake inverted. Add sugar syrup on each layer followed by the buttercream. Sugar syrup will add to the sponginess of the cake. And for sugar syrup, I have used 1:1 ratio of sugar and water. Just boil the water till the time sugar gets melted and keep it aside. The trick is not to use a very hot syrup or a very cold syrup. It should just be warm enough. Once you have crumb coated the cake, add towels or straws for the support. And please note that this cake is not going to travel, so I haven't used a very strong support. Now pop the cake in the fridge for just 10 minutes. I have started coating my half cake with blue buttercream until I get smooth finish. Now I am coating the other half of the cake with chocolate ganache. With the help of toothpick, I am drawing a slanting line and I'll place few toothpicks over it. Over here, note that my cake is cold enough to slice perfectly. In case you are staying in a country with hot temperature, do pop the cake in the fridge for 10 minutes. I am using a small sharp knife and my hands are too firm to carve the cake, so I'll continue carving it until I reach the desired shape. Now with the help of spatula, I'll start adding chocolate ganache. If you noticed here, then I have tried giving a little rocky texture by adding semi-melted choco chips to the ganache. I will coat the ganache evenly throughout and then put the cake in the fridge for 5 to 10 minutes. Now take a white fondant and start rolling it on an even surface or on a silicone mat, just like I have done. But before rolling the fondant, don't forget to dust the surface lightly with corn flour. Now I will cut the fondant into small rectangle shapes, which I would require later to place it on the tracks. Now I will take a grey fondant, roll it and keep it aside. Over here I have already covered a 10 inches board with grey fondant, and with the help of 6 inches cake board I'll mark and remove the extra fondant. I'll apply little buttercream and place the cake over it. Now with the help of a ruler, I'm measuring the size. I will place the grey fondant that I had kept ready earlier. I'm just cutting the fondant, pressing it and giving it a shape. To make a fault line design, again I am using a sharp knife and I am cutting the cake from between, making sure that the depth of it is not more than half inches. With the help of star nozzles, I'll fill the buttercream in between. Over here I have used star nozzles, but you can use any nozzles of your choice to make flowers. Now for making the grass, I haven't used any nozzle. I have just cut a small hole in the piping bag. But if you have a nozzle and if you want to use it, you can do that. Now I am just adding few flowers over the grass. After making all the grass and flowers, now I am adding few leaves in between. You can also use any leaf nozzles to do so. Now with the help of a tweezer or a plucker, I will start adding few pearl sprinkles. Tweezer makes it easier to handle and place the sprinkles in desired place. I have used little water to glue the small white rectangles over the grey board that I had covered with the fondant. As you see, my cake is almost ready. To give a finishing touch to the cake, I have rolled a grey fondant and shaped it with 2 crown cutters, 3 inches and 1 inch respectively for the upper track. Finishing it by placing my son's favorite car over it. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, then please do subscribe to the channel. Thank you. See you soon.